Stupid green screen getting stuck in my chair. Oh. Okay. Hello. I want to be live for this. I'm starting this a little bit early. Wow, Bitcoin indeed. So get to 80K pretty please. That'd be nice. All right. Coco, Bryson, Leroy, early stream. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, Jeff? I wanted to be live during this moment. $73,750 according to Google is the all-time high. So it seems like that's going to happen any minute. Yeah, Bitcoin pumping. Hello, me. I'm just going to stay live this entire time until the normal end time for the members only live stream on YouTube. But why not? You know, let's enjoy this moment. Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, it seems likely to me that we'll at least tap a price higher than $73,750. Maybe we'll get to $74,000. It seems likely that would happen, that we were not going this close at this particular time to just fall short. But you never know. Anything is possible. So good afternoon, Lavi. And if there's anything you want to look at, I'm going to keep my eyes on the Bitcoin chart here. But if there's any other cryptos you want to look at, I will be glad to look at those cryptos. Good evening, Crowman. And then we'll see. So I will flip back as the number according to the Google, again, is $73,750. I don't know the exact dollar amount. Good afternoon, everyone. Is the election a short-term sell the news event? We'll see. I mean, the market seems to be pricing more and more the possibility of a Trump win. So let's go to that all-time high there. Let's see what the exact dollar amount is on this chart. This is the March all-time high. We are, well, all right, a little higher than 73,700. I want the exact dollar. Yeah, 73,800 or so. That it looks like exactly 73,800. Yeah, 73.8. That's what we're going to go off of. Hello, Milas. All right, 73,826. We have some, there's different, so USDT, it might be 73,826. Different exchanges have different prices, somewhere around 73.8. But 73.8, that's what I've been saying all this time is 73.8. What a candle, man. I mean, what a week this has been. It's like, if you asked me yesterday, if I thought we were going to hit a new all-time high this month, I would have said, probably not. So, yeah, let's hit 74 and move all the doubt. Yeah. What's up, Max? But, yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to look at, trying to also load the HEEHEE live chart because obviously, hey, we're still doing HEEHEE giveaway until 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 4:30, you will automatically be entered into a live stream to where you can win $100 worth. And even now as we're waiting for a hopeful new Bitcoin all-time high, of course, I'm going to talk about some HEEHEE. So we just want to watch the chart, or do we want to talk about any other cryptos? I'm perfectly fine watching the chart, but I am here to serve. Still think TIA can reach 15 or going higher. I mean, it's not happening by tomorrow. I'm just holding on to my Celestia. All right, so let me scroll down real quick and just see where Celestia is. I mean, it was, last I saw, it was like $5, $5.30 right now. I think it will get to $15. So here was my mindset. Here was my mindset with Celestia, is I thought all of this stuff was going to happen, a new all-time high. I thought that was going to happen in the middle of October, which would have meant plenty of ground for Celestia to have that big run up leading to the end of the month. So here we are at the end of the month, and Bitcoin may finally break through its all-time high today, and Celestia is not there yet. So any chance that DOT goes back to its new all-time high, I think that's a very low chance. Polkadot has been consistently losing market cap dominant share. So, I mean, maybe if we had some kind of mega super cycle, but I would still expect it to outperform. At Coinbase looking bullish. I see that comment there. Yeah, it does look bullish. Now, I'm going to make a video talking about a little bit about an exit strategy of sorts. And what I mean by that is, you know, I'm starting to exit starting as soon as Bitcoin crosses its all-time high. I mean, if it happens today, maybe not today literally, but what do I start to exit? The first thing I'm going to start to exit is my Bitcoin miners. And then, but I'm not exiting altcoins by any means right now because Bitcoin dominance, oh my goodness, Bitcoin dominance is above 60%. Bitcoin dominance is 60.16%. So let me scroll to Bitcoin dominance here. Let me click on that chart. Here's kind of a drawing of what I've been expecting. I made this drawing a couple weeks ago of what I'm expecting for Bitcoin dominance is as Bitcoin enters into some sort of price discovery that Bitcoin dominance would get to. On this chart, it's a crude drawing, but I put 62% in change. It can certainly go higher than that. It is above 60%, but then, I mean, look at what happens after that would be an aggressive move down, which means altcoins would go pretty crazy. So you got 1,000 viewers yet? Not yet, no. About to break all-time high. Yes, sir. Big D, thank you for upping your subscription. Goldfinch bag is printing. Yeah, what is up with that? All right. I still have an eye on Bitcoin because I was ready to give up on Goldfinch, but then the thing that I was thinking of was Goldfinch is a previous cycle crypto, so why would Goldfinch just all of a sudden die? It doesn't make sense. And then it's up 35% today, so what's up with that? You never know. Thank you, Jesse, for joining the channel. All right, back to Bitcoin. Let's see other comments here. Alts. What about alts? Oh, wait a second. All right. I was thinking to start exiting alts around 50% dominance and continue to 40 to 44%, where I'll be mostly out. If it goes down to 40 to 44%, I would start exiting a little bit earlier. Because, I said this on January 2nd on my YouTube channel, my Bitcoin price prediction video. The spot Bitcoin ETFs are a massive wrench thrown into the system. That perhaps, we have seen Bitcoin dominance go down below 40%. Perhaps that's not in the cards this time around. And so my target, I would think worst case scenario for Bitcoin dominance would be a move down to the 2023 peak, which is 48.74%, give or take a few percent, whatever. So I'm going to get very aggressive around 48.74%. What do you think of Jasmy? Apologies, I know you said it multiple times. Very bullish on Jasmy. Jasmy hit my entry level, and I was camping this weekend, and it didn't get filled. But anytime you see it, maybe that's the last time. Anytime you see it go down to 0.01708, that's the entry. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the last time, given where we are with Bitcoin potentially hitting a new all-time high. And I expect Jasmy, when the time comes to explode, Jasmy's very boring and then it explodes. That's typically what happens. All right, I'm behind here. So can you look at Game GPT Duel? I'll look at it. I'm guessing it's pretty flat still, but let's see. Yeah, Game GPT. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of smaller market cap altcoins look like right now, is they're just flat. And we'll see, you know, maybe I would expect it to make some kind of, at least a retrace, but do I have a Brett price prediction? 5 to 10 billion, but you never know. It could go higher than that. Let's see, DGen. I mean, I remember looking at this yesterday, and I've looked at this a lot because I get a lot of questions about it. That's a bullish chart. It's certainly in an uptrend. So, well, we're going the wrong way with Bitcoin, but you know, it's been a great day. Bitcoin's up $3,000 still, and by no means am I waving the white flag saying that Bitcoin's not going to hit a new all-time high. Hey, good morning, Tom. All right, let's see here. Interesting. Might have to relook at my plan then. I mean, your plan might be perfect. I don't know. Thoughts on Mantra OM? I did look at this, I think, earlier today during my live stream. Mantra. Yeah, OM. That's quite a chart. Okay, and quite an aggressive move. I mean, this has been up only. Now, I mean, look at Mantra in December in comparison to now. So you have people who are up very significantly. Arrow to 5, end of 2024. I think meme coins are running into... Oh, wait, Arrow. Never mind. That's possible. I mean, with alt season, it's possible. So, I mean, Mantra is consistently... I mean, this has been nonstop hitting either the 50-day or 100-day as support. So you see it at the 50-day or 100-day. That's that as of right now, that's a good entry. So Alien Base. I don't know much about this or anything about it. So Alien Base. There's a chart. Oh. Okay. I mean, literally, I mean, I don't know the market cap. I don't know the tokenomics. I see green candles like that. And this is going to be the norm during alt season if we get an alt season. I see a green candle like that, and I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. Something wrong with OPSEC. The team is selling a lot of it. I thought OPSEC was dead. I'm not sure, though. There was something, you know, by all appearances, I did make a small review video on OPSEC along with a couple other cryptos several months ago. And it seemed a little too convenient, all of the narratives that it was trying to hit. You know, AI, DPIN. I think there were some other ones. I think even like DeSci was in there. And it made me a little suspicious. Like, why are you trying to grab everything? You know? Everything? Okay. Moonwell, looked at Moonwell earlier today. I don't love buying a cryptocurrency that looks like Moonwell's chart. I mean, kind of similar to Alien Base. But, you know, I mean, Moonwell surprised me. I expressed caution at the 786 retrace here, that teal line. And I expected it to get rejected. It got rejected there, dumped down to the bottom of the golden pocket, the 618, and then it went off to the races. So I'm still, I still, this is too aggressive for me. I don't want to be buying something that's done a 10x since its August bottom. No, thank you. But, you know, you do you if that's your thing. LCX and SAY price target. LCX, new all-time high. SAY, new all-time high. I mean, I've been very bullish on SAY lately. So let me look at the SAY chart. All right, SAY 39.21. You know, it really frustrating about SAY. It was huge resistance at the 200-day, and then broke through that and back tested it perfectly. This is beautiful back test. And then we saw that Tether FUD over the weekend, and it lost the 200-day of support, and now it needs to build up strength again. Bounced off perfectly the 100-day, but now it needs to build up strength again. I'm very bullish on Say right now, but that was really frustrating because I told lots of people about, you know, just my general bullishness on Say. So could Say get to $2? What are we thinking here? I need to fix this fib chart and adjust it to now. It's holding at the 236 as well. There's another level of support. So, oh wait, that's not the 236. Never mind. Let me get to the top here. Now what do we have? Not holding at the 236. Never mind. So Say 1.618 would be $1.73. I would think maybe new all-time high on CME chart. CVO Crypto just texted me. New all-time high on the CME chart. So maybe that's why it seemed like there was some kind of a rejection, some people opening shorts. When we got to, what did we get up to earlier today? Or just, you know, a few minutes ago even. 73.6 or so. So CVO, yeah. So hey, new all-time high. We could say we can say new all-time high. You know, charts are different charts. But I am bullish on Say. Somewhere between 1.618 and 2.618 retrace. Let me look at Nero. Last time I asked you about the Nero token, you told me top holder owns almost 60% of it. I don't remember saying that, but I can look again. And Bitcoin hanging around 73 now. Let's see what happens. All right, Nero. There it is, 720 million. If you want to know, I mean, this is rule number one pretty much for meme coins. You want to know what the holders look like. And there it is. Top holder. So I don't know what this wallet is, but I'm going to, you know, you guys need to just do research on your own because I don't own any Nero. But 59.91%. And it's not locked liquidity, not at all. And liquidity is actually very low for Nero. It's 1.2 million for a $720.9 million market cap crypto. So I'm not saying this is a red flag. It's a yellow flag for sure. You got to be mindful of that. Thank you for the DGen play. Sucky P already 3x. Yeah, Sucky P. All right. So Toshi, I don't know anything about Toshi. LCX chart not looking good, selling buy into something else. I would say no, I would not do that. And the reason why I would not do that is a lot of altcoin charts right now look really bad with Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. That's typically what happens, at least post-halving. You know, the pre-halving all-time high was unique. So post-halving all-time high, altcoins at this time in 2020 looked terrible. Dogecoin was at 0.3 of a penny. Ethereum was $300. They looked terrible. All right, same deal right now. I love DGen play this stage of the bull run. I love Toshi. I mean, Toshi, if the community is active, you know, they're grinding, they're working hard. You're at a good entry point with Toshi. I just don't know anything about it. A reminder, everybody, HEEHEE giveaway still going on. We have an hour left. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. So, I didn't mean to do that. We've been teased by Bitcoin. Hey, you know what? I think this is a good problem to have. Bitcoin's up $3,000 today. So, all right, let me look at that LCX chart. 50K next. Oh man, I tweeted something out. My favorite tweet that I've given in a long time. I was taunting Mr. Cuz. So if you know, you know. Yeah, LCX. I'm not selling LCX at this point. Definitely holding on to it. Thank you, Trucks. Just another cat meme coin. Toshi. I posted something in the HEEHEE premium Telegram group. Thank you, Joe. Really appreciate that. And I'm curious to see what happens now, because I wouldn't have known that unless CVO texted me that we did hit a new all-time high on the CME chart. So remember, do you remember? Let me try to get to this on the screen here. Yeah, there it is. Do you remember this candle? Maybe I'll just draw around it. No, I'm not going to draw. I might do something here, actually. I want to circle this candle. All right, I don't use circles here, but this candle. Yikes. All right, never mind. I'm going to delete that. Let me see if I can do an ellipse instead, and that will be what I'm looking for. Maybe. I've never used an ellipse on TradingView. There we go. I mean, whatever. Okay. The red candle in there. Do you remember this candle? You remember this candle, Department of Government Efficiency, yeah. We barely, Bitcoin, barely, just the little tip right there, barely hit a new all-time high, barely broke through it, and then, boom, all the way down to 59,000. $59,000. So here we go. CVO tells me on the CME chart, we hit a new all-time high. And right now, Bitcoin is down to 72,000. Hey, what's up, buddy, man? 72,689 after hitting the new all-time high on the CME chart. Now, does that mean that we are now going down by $10,000? I don't think so. Because what I would compare this to is October of 2021. So let's see if we can get there. October of 2021. Bitcoin broke through its April all-time high. And it did, it wasn't, so if you remember the April 2021 high, or sorry, not the April 2021 high. If you remember the March of 2021 high, what happened is that we barely broke through and then we instantly dumped. We dumped $10,000 in 3 hours. In this one, in October of 2021, Bitcoin broke its all-time high, got up above $66,000, and at least hung around there a little bit. And then, you know, the next day was red. Next couple of days were red, but hung around $60,000 for the most part. And then broke through in November of 2021. Same deal, you know, spent a couple days up there before dumping pretty hard, and that was the end. So I would tend to compare right now to October of 2021, considering we broke the all-time high earlier this year. I know there's a more efficient way to do this. So if we, according to CME, apparently we broke the all-time high. Cool. And we got rejected there. Not surprising. But I highly doubt now we go down to a $10,000 dump. So, hi Alex, I'm thinking of selling my $500 worth of Landwolf for HEEHEE. Do you think it's a good idea considering the coming meme season? I think that's as close to a no-brainer. Now I think Landwolf will be okay, but I think that's pretty close to a no-brainer. I would be shocked, just speaking objectively, trying to speak as objectively as possible. I would be shocked if Landwolf outperformed HEEHEE. And listen, I try not to do anyone wrong. There have been plenty of times that people have asked me, should I sell my Bitcoin for HEEHEE? Should I sell my super large, much safer market cap crypto for HEEHEE? And I'll say no. Do more kind for kind. But if you're asking about Landwolf, I would say that's a no-brainer. All right, buddy man, been busy, a lot of work, okay? I'm glad you're back. I'm wondering if Wolf is going to even reach all-time high again. I mean, you never know during meme coin season. During meme coin season, anything's possible. Your October all-time high was right. Yeah, I mean, we still have a couple days, and according to CME, we hit a new all-time high. I'll take it. I did expect it to happen earlier this month. I will say that. It's not like October has been a walk in the park. It certainly has not. And I mean, that's crypto. That's crypto. Okay? So I'm not surprised. All right, 2 weeks ago, if you asked me if Bitcoin was going to hit a new all-time high, I would have said no. But the months leading up to October, if you asked me if Bitcoin was going to hit a new all-time high, I said yes. I said I thought it would hit a new all-time high in October. And so, a certain other person on this platform who hates me made a video on October 2nd making fun of me for saying that October was going to be a bullish month. And I'm not going to name him, but take that. That's the extent. That is the full extent of my trash talking to this other person who will not be named. I said, so hey, you know what? I could be wrong. I said somewhere between 15 and 30% gains for this month. According to the Bitcoin monthly returns chart, we're at 14.74%. Lavi, I'm not surprised at all that you sold ETH for HEEHEE. Of course you did. Of course you did. What's your Bitcoin prediction for this quarter, by the way? I don't know if you want to hear that. Listen, I think it's 80. I'm calling for $80,000. And then I'm saying that 2025 is going to be rough. Now, I really want to be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I'm wrong. Okay, but can we just try to ground ourselves a little bit here? I want to show you. I want to pull up the monthly chart for Bitcoin, and just to show you some thoughts here. There's a lot of comparisons between now and 2021. All right, so you look at, first of all, this is the Bitcoin monthly chart. Let me hide all the lines and everything. That's just going to be a distraction. All right, but the moving averages are on here. So the lines are hidden. Okay, Look at monthly stochastic RSI. It peaked in April of 2021. Actually, for those on TikTok, you can't see this. Stochastic peaked in April of 2021. And then it dumped really hard over this couple months. And then Bitcoin put in a new all-time high, and Stochastic barely had a little bump, and then it was over. And every time Stochastic gets overbought on the monthly chart, when it leaves the overbought territory, it either, the 2021 was the only exception where every other time aside from 2021, it dumped at least 70% after leaving overbought territory. And so you see now, monthly stochastic has left overbought territory, and it's about halfway. About halfway in between overbought and over. So a little higher than halfway. I tend to think that we're going to have a repeat, more of a repeat of 2021, even though, in 2021, when it got back to the new all-time high, it was still on the monthly scale, at least, very much overbought. I just see some comparisons there to where this could be just a slight bit higher in Bitcoin's price, but still, we could still have a significant alt season, even with Bitcoin only hitting $80,000. Now, I hold my $80,000 price target very loosely. I could see this going to 100. I could see it going to lower hundreds. I tend to think that the clock is ticking, that time is short, that we don't have nearly as much time as you're hearing from a lot of people. We're not, in my opinion, we are not running into 2025. 2025 is going to be a rough year. You look at MACD histogram, same deal. MACD histogram looks very similar to this point in 2021. All right, on the monthly chart. Dark green, dark green, dark green, dark green, dark green. May of 2021, it turned light green. Usually, you want to be out when you see light green on the MACD histogram. That's how it's always worked. And you want to be in when you see, dark red, dark red, dark red, dark red, and then you see pink. That's when you want to get in. That would have been a great time to get in. If you were to just follow these simple rules, you'd do very well in Bitcoin, in crypto. So dark green, dark green, dark green, got light green, and then all light green. And now we have potentially a little bit of a move up, just like 2021. New all-time high. And then what? I don't know. I hope we will have a very aggressive move up for Bitcoin. Whatever the case, that doesn't change anything when it comes to Bitcoin dominance. Is this still the monthly chart? It is, yeah. I need to show the drawings again. So Bitcoin dominance. This is what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin dominance. Aggressive move up in Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance peaks in the lower 60s, and then boom, elevator down. We could spend a decent amount of time around $80,000 if $80,000 is the peak for 2024. But then Bitcoin dominance plummets, risk on activity. We'll see. I'm very open-handed about the price. I am not as open-handed about 2025 being a rough year. And when I say 2025 is a rough year, not quite the beginning of 2025, but as we go deeper into 2025, I think it's going to be a very difficult year. My first crypto cycle, and I've learned so much. Can't wait for next bear market so I can load up on Solana and ETH at cheaper prices. Yeah, all right, be careful with that. I was one of those people. I said the same thing last time around. I was like, I can't wait for the bear market. And then life got in the way, and I didn't really have much money to put in at the bottom of the bear market. Or would you say the market throw up its middle fingers? Sorry, Nita, I'm so far behind. I don't know what you're referring to. The type of Bitcoin The hype for Bitcoin is increasing and big money is here. All right. I can't see how it all shuts down Q1 of 2025. I can very much see how it all shuts down in Q1 of 2025, but we'll see. Please let me be wrong. I know that, those of you who have been hearing other people call for late 2025, you're not happy whenever I talk about 2025 being a rough year, and you're going to come back here and talk a lot of trash if they end up being right. But listen, those who follow, if you exit the way that I exit, you will. I already won for this cycle. I won in March, but this is your best chance of winning. Is following, because most people will lose. All right, it's following the exit strategy that I'm at least hoping to employ. I feel like this year period is as important as the internet boom era. Yeah. What happened after that? What would change your thoughts going into 2025 for it to not be a bad year? Unemployment. So unemployment. Last month's unemployment report was phenomenal at the surface level, and then I looked a little deeper. I was really excited about the last month's unemployment report, but then I looked deeper and I saw a lot of government jobs and a lot of an exceptionally large amount of government jobs and seasonal jobs, and a pretty significant decrease in full-time payrolls, which communicates to me that that those numbers were propped up a little bit to make things look better than they actually are. So we have the unemployment report, the November unemployment report the October unemployment report coming on November 1st in 3 days. If we were to see signs of strength, if we were to see more full-time jobs, an increase in full-time jobs, and not this propping up of the numbers, then yeah, I'll turn more bullish. I would also turn much more bullish. All right, here's something else that would make me very bullish and think that 2025 is going to be a phenomenal year for investments, is short-term intense pain like a black swan event. If we had a black swan event on the same level as COVID, and then rates were lowered to zero and money supply went off like crazy, then I would be very bullish for 2025. But time's short. So I feel like we're playing the game of how long can the government keep up the house of cards before going to crash. Yep. I'm with you, Pascali. You're not responsible on how it all turns out, but your insight and honesty is pretty much unmatched. Thank you. Thank you, Atrox. You've been very kind. Let me check out the 15-minute chart here. I'm wondering something. So this is VWAP, volume profile. It's usually don't trade like this, but if you see Bitcoin make a sharp move up to the top of its volume profile, like what we see earlier today, it's probably going to struggle there for a bit. It's probably not a good time to long. And then you see this deviation from the volume profile, and then the shorts are loading up. New all-time high on the CME chart at least. And where are we now? Maybe this is support. And maybe we still have an all-time high ahead of us today. A no doubt all-time high, but we'll see. So pretty much you will mostly be out of the market Q1 2025 if things play out how they have been. Yeah, I think meme coins are going to run into 2025. So but even utility alts could run into 2025. I tend to think, alt season takes 7 weeks. Remember that. He will make me 300K. All right. I hope so. Alt season runs for 7 weeks. In Bitcoin, let's just say we hit $74,000 Bitcoin tomorrow or something. I don't know. Or $75,000 Bitcoin. We are about a month and a half ahead of where we were. More like 50 days ahead of where we were in 2020. So 2020, we hit peak Euphoria in May, the first week of May of 2020. So, and that was just Dogecoin. In my opinion, the day of the day of peak Euphoria was May 9th of 2021. I meant to say 2021 if I didn't. So what does that mean? Does that mean that it would happen? Maybe we do extend to Q1 of 2025. Does that mean it would happen 50 days earlier this time around? So instead of May 9th, that would be March 19th, give or take a day. Could that happen? It could happen, but just know, if we're going to see a level of euphoria similar to 2021, it happens a lot quicker than people tend to think. If liquidity has only entered top 100s by 2025 and not top 250s yet, etc., will you reconsider thesis? Yeah. Sure. Again, I'm inflexible on the end of 2025 being bullish. It is not going to be bullish in my opinion. I'm flexible on my timing being off by a couple months. I am not exiting until we see lower highs on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Sorry, that's not true. I am not going to be fully out or 90% out until we start seeing lower highs on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Yeah, 1,000 people here loading, but getting close. We still have time. And again, listen, am I going to be selling a decent amount next time we see 1,000 people in this live stream? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. But the thing I keep saying, all right, so how many followers did I have at the peak of insanity in May of 2021? I had about 30,000. I think it was 30,000 followers on this channel. Maybe it was a little more, maybe like 50,000. I don't know. 30,000. Let's just say 30,000. So 1,000 people in the live stream. If I were to rate the intensity of that euphoria, that would be a 10 out of 10. So fast forward to November of 2021, I had about 100,000 followers. So here I am thinking, all right, so I had 1,000 in my live stream when I had 30,000, 50,000 followers. Maybe this time I'll have 2,000 or 3,000 in my live stream. Nope. The day that it was 1 or 2 days, we had 1,000 people in this live stream, and that was it. That was the peak. But then the level of intensity, thank you, Sunlight, the level of intensity of that season of November of 2021, I would rate a 4 out of 10. So May of 2021 was a 10 out of 10. November of 2021 was a 4 out of 10. Fast forward to March of 2024. Again, we even hit 1,100 people in the live stream. So we even went higher than that, 1,100. I had 150,000 followers at that time. So more followers. Surely this time we're going to go to 2,000 or 3,000 people in the live stream. But it was 1,000 people in the live stream on that day, for 2 days. And that was it. And that was the peak. But then the intensity, the level of intensity on a scale of 1 to 10 that I would rate March was a 3 out of 10. in my opinion. Just my opinion. That's totally subjective. So what happens if we reach a 10 out of 10? If we reach a similar level of intensity as what we reached in May of 2021, I would say that there would be 2,000 or 3,000 people in this live stream. And whatever, you know, I'm still selling when the first time, you know, when we see 1,000 people in this live stream, I'm selling. Not everything though, you know, definitely not everything. When was the last time that happened? What? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, Connor. All right, let's look at Caspa. Caspa looks terrible, but man, I went camping this weekend, and look at this was my entry. This was the entry I wanted to set, and I didn't set it because I didn't think that I was going to need to because I was going camping. I got within, I want to say, 1/100th of a penny of my entry filling, and it went just a hair below it. I mean, you still can't see it on here. I still have to expand the chart. You still can't, I mean, you can kind of see it now. That's the entry that I would have set for Caspa. 10.12 cents. Now, Caspa looks like it's going to revisit those lows. It looks to me like it's going to revisit those lows. And personally, for me, I'm opening a long on Caspa, and I think it's going to be an aggressive long, given how close I was this time. So 10.1, I'm going to set it a little higher than this level. Something like 10.14 cents is going to be my entry for Caspa, and I would not be surprised if that was the bottom before this sets another leg higher. So please don't say that when 1,000 people are on here. Oh, I'm going to say that. And Mackie, you don't have to worry because people are not going to listen to me. Some of you will. But I've been in this rodeo before. That was brought up. That was brought up in March. I was selling from February to April, and it was brought up 1,000 people in the live stream, and very few people listened. I tend to think the same thing's going to happen again. We got a new all-time high, but keeps getting pushed down. Never mind. Okay, is that 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 viewers? 1,000 viewers. Yeah, 1,000 viewers. Seems like a simple enough strategy. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Connor. Missing that entry point haunts you every time someone asks about Caspa. This happens to me all the time. I need to be a better... This is the funny thing about trading, you know? It's like you can set the levels perfectly, but I'm just so forgetful sometimes that I don't pay attention when those levels get hit. Here's another one. PAL. Look at where PAL went. All right, so this one just barely. And you know what? The reason why it barely missed my box is because I drew it wrong. Look at that. So I wanted it to match the candle here. But I messed that up. So this is where I should have, let me fix this right now. This is where I should have drawn my entry, was right there. And let's see if PAL filled it, would have filled that entry. Well, you know, it's still a hair off. Sometimes that happens. Oh well. Alex, can you pull up API 3? It's a good price to buy. Let's see API 3. Did I hear you say you think Casper will go back down to 10.14? I do think that, yes. All right, what do we say about API 3? Had that big rip. Got stopped at the third level of resistance there. And then dumped really hard, had a smaller rip. It's not respecting this level. This level, I might as well delete it. I'm just going to delete it. Not respecting that. But it is respecting the moving averages. So, somewhat. You know, the day of that liquidation wick, it got below the tether FUD. But I would think this time around, if it goes down there, it's going to hold it. So what is that? $1.53 as of right now. There's, you know, the fact that the 50-day and 100-day are so close together, I think that's going to hold. $1.53, something like that. I think you can set alerts at trading views for those levels that you want. Yes, yes, you can, Pascali. That's how unorganized I am sometimes. What do you think? ADA still can touch all-time high? No. Cardano, $3 Cardano. I don't think that's happening. I mean, you're pretty safe holding Cardano. You can make some gains. It's not going all that much lower if it does go lower at all, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll go there. I don't think so. I'd like to hear about Hex on Pulse. Hex on Pulse? I mean, I know about Hex and I know about Pulse. And Hex was created earlier. I mean, I can look up Hex. Ugh. Where is this in comparison to 2020? Yeah, I bought this in December of 2020. It's lower than where I bought it when it was in December of 2020. But let's forget about that for a second. How does it look right at this moment? Looks all right. Looks like it bottomed out. Had a nice bounce. Nice back test of the 200-day simple moving average. Looks ready to go higher. So I guess October was a scam. What are you talking about, Ollie? How is October a scam? Hex is also a pulse chain. You have a copy if you hold Hex on ETH. I need to look into that. I mean, I in 2021, I made the mistake of staking my Hex until March 31st of 2025. So I just really haven't been paying attention to Hex. Well, where does this, tapping the all-time high, where do we bottom out? Still a fantastic day for Bitcoin. I'm assuming you're joking, Ollie. You better be joking about October being a scam. How many coins and tokens are you investing in? I have no idea. Listen, I mean, I have meme coins. I have meme coin dust. I have dust in my trust wallet. I have regular cryptos. I mean, I'm pretty much all in right now. I can't think of anything that I haven't invested in that I want to invest in. I mean, there's always things that look shiny and exciting, but I'm not really making all that many new purchases except for just daily HEEHEE purchases. Tectum still a good play. Everything got thrown off by that tether FUD, but I think so. How do I keep track? Again, I'm not the guy to ask how to keep track of your crypto holdings. So certainly I would not be selling Tectum right now. I just tend to think, I mean, holding the 100-day, I tend to think as these moving averages converge, that Tectum will break to the upside. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Name of the game. Okay, reminder, you have 23 minutes left. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. And you can get access with 20,000 HEEHEE tokens. You can get access to the premium Discord. ICP, good thing to hold next bull run. Yeah, next bull run, if that's what you're asking. Next bull run, yes. I think so. What is FexCoin Gecko? I need more information. Jesse, Fex? Not Philippines exports. Yeah, Jesse, help me out there. I'll take a look at some other cryptos here. Aerodrome looks good. AOS. Akash. Flat. Algo. Trash. Alephium trying to make a comeback. Somebody asked me in a comment about Arweave. Arweave's chart. Arweave was a fantastic performer earlier this year, but the chart does not look good. Right now, at least. But a lot of altcoin charts don't look good. And we are, new all-time high is imminent for Bitcoin. So it's one of those things. If I was purely looking at the chart without considering Bitcoin, I would say do not buy a chart that looks like this. But considering the fact that Bitcoin is very highly likely to smash through its all-time high in due time, I don't mind buying the dip when the chart looks this ugly for certain altcoins. So thoughts on GPU? I'll look at the chart. GPU. How far is it down from its peak? Wow. So new utility. GPU is a new utility crypto. And this thing is only, as of right now, 50% down from its peak. That's a really good sign. Because there's a lot of new utility cryptos that are down like 99% from their March peaks. Oh, you know what? Shoot, never mind. I'm not looking at a complete chart. That stinks. Let me try to find. The trading view just kills me sometimes. I've gotten 3 texts from friends about Bitcoin today, just so you know. Just so you know. All right, never mind. GPU's down a decent amount more from its all-time high. So it's down more like 75%. I mean, that's better than a lot of other new utility cryptos, but I mean, looking at this chart, it really does just look flat. Thank you, Amy. I am more hopeful for this than a lot of other ones that launched this year. Just looking at how little it's down, which is weird for me to say for something that's down 75%. But it is crypto. All right, Nosana. Yeah, when my Uber driver asks about Bitcoin, yeah. That's a lot of green right there, which is not something that gets me excited. Although it is down 10% today, so that gets me excited. And then I'll look at Sturdy. I'm not familiar with Sturdy. Is that a meme coin? So there's definitely some room to run higher for Nosana. It should at least. I mean, and this is ultra conservative. $6.45, something like that. It's on Tau. Okay. I wish I knew everything about every crypto. It's not on TradingView. Let me look on Deck Screener. Oh man, failed connecting the server. I don't know why this happens. Let's get Sturdy. I'm Googling it. Would it be possible to get you to evaluate portfolios? I'd have you pay you for your opinion. I know you're busy, but it would be worth it to me. I need to put something together, man. Let me get back to you on that. Because a lot of people are asking for one-on-one calls or portfolio evaluations. All right, Jesse. Yeah. So Sturdy. What's the all right? Fully diluted valuation. Ooh. You got to be careful with that. So fully diluted valuation is 128 million. Market cap is 6.34 million. So this thing's like 5% diluted. Yeah, 4.8%. So be mindful of that. You're competing against a lot of inflationary pressure. I mean, it looks good just given the fact that it's in an uptrend. But I'd be curious to see. All right, market cap's probably, yeah. TradingView, when they don't have enough information on market cap, it's just flat. So, all right, CoinGecko. Sure. All right, Hex. And then select Hex on Pulse Chain. There we go. I really need to figure out how much of this I have. So, you know, it's made a good move recently. I will say that. I just, you know, where do we go from here? Seems like up. Can't really chart anything on here. Can't draw fibs or anything like that. Volume 6 million. That's not bad. You have an exact copy? Yeah, I just need to find where. I mean, I know I hooked up my MetaMask to to, wow, man, my brain's not working right now, to Hex. Hey, Alex, just joined. I will replay the recording and see what you said about Bitcoin. Mild rejection, I guess. I believe it will break all-time high next 2 days. I guess. That's the spirit. All right, let me pull up the HEEHEE Premium Discord. So I did warn about this in some ways. Open Discord. I don't use Discord on my computer ever, but let's see. Let's see if something loads here. All right, so here's what I said. Remember earlier this year, Bitcoin barely went above its 2021 all-time high. Oh man, you can't see that at all on TikTok. There we go. And then got this massive liquidation flush all the way down to 59K within a few hours. Something similar happened in December of 2020 when Bitcoin tapped its 2017 peak. Will the same thing happen this time around? One other comparison. In October of 2021, Bitcoin broke its April 2021 peak, but it did not have that massive liquidation flush. I suspect we're in an October 2021 type scenario. There will surely be resistance, but it won't be as hard of a wall to break. So we faced the resistance. We got up there. CVO Crypto, my friend, texted me, said that according on CME, we did break a new all-time high. So yay, let's celebrate new all-time high Bitcoin. And where there was resistance, just like I said, you know, there will surely be resistance, but it won't be as hard of a wall to break. I mean, we're already, I remember earlier this year when Bitcoin broke through $69,000. It was just right, the moment it broke through, it like peaked a little bit through, and then it was an instant mega dump. Instant. I mean, not instant like minutes, but like over the span of 3 hours, Bitcoin went down $10,000. I think it was that short of a time. And so resistance at the all-time high, we were facing that right now. And then at some point, we're going to reload and we'll break through. I have a lot of I mean, that's not even something I need to say I have a lot of confidence in. That's just that's logic, really. We're going to break through that all-time high. But we need to reload. We need time to rebuild back up. And then next time around, we will probably break through. I wouldn't be surprised if that was tomorrow. Especially, you know, stock market's closed right now. So remember, everybody, I made a video on this earlier today. Bitcoin ETF flow. We don't have the numbers for today. I wasn't going to look at that. But look at what's been happening these last few days with BlackRock alone. Forget about the other ones. Yesterday, BlackRock bought almost 10 times the amount of Bitcoin mined yesterday. The day before, about 9 times as much Bitcoin mined. The day before that, 5 times as much. The day before that, 10 times as much. The day before that, the amount of Bitcoin mined, a little bit more than that, 1.5 times. The day before that, 10 times as much Bitcoin mined per day. You know, the last 2 weeks, BlackRock alone has been buying an insane amount of Bitcoin. So here we are, stock market's closed. So BlackRock right now is not buying Bitcoin. So what happens? My guess, we take some time, we reload and gear up for tomorrow during stock market hours for another move up in Bitcoin. I also wouldn't be surprised if Asia woke up and decided, I want to buy some Bitcoin. Asia. So we're done for today, most likely. That was the peak for today. Yes, exactly. But tomorrow, we'll gear up for another move higher. And if not tomorrow, the day after. Yeah, Japan and Australia, yeah. Yeah, Asia and Australia. But you know, if they don't buy, I think they're going to buy. If they don't, then next time, you know, or tomorrow, BlackRock. What do you think we could drop to? I can't really give you a number. You know, that's how many 15-minute candles there? That's 5. We're working on 15-minute candle number 5 of pretty much straight down, and that's okay. So what's the bottom of this volume profile? Maybe the bottom of the volume profile, that's 71,000. Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's the middle. You know, lots of support at the middle of the volume profile today. That would be $71,900. Something like that. But we can go lower. I mean, we went down $10,000 in a span of a few hours last time we broke through the all-time high. Doesn't matter in the long run. Let me go back to Bitcoin on here. Was just curious, got a bet with somebody. Yeah, I'm not a short-term kind of, let me tell you what it's going to drop to in the next couple hours here. Guy. Doge is ridiculous. Man. Give me like 2 minutes. I want to get some chips. I'm pretty hungry. So I just got to go to the next room and I'll be right back. Okay. No new questions. I'll just enjoy my white cheddar popcorners. Six more minutes left in the HEEHEE giveaway. So if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. What about Emerald? I don't know. Is Emerald doing anything? I don't remember the EMR. I don't remember. I'm just going to look it up on CoinGecko. EMRLD. Crunchy sound making you hungry. This does not look good. Let me try to narrow it down. I mean, last 3 months looks better. What's the volume? Volume is $15,000. This looks dead to me. You never know, but new utility, man. They tried the same playbook as 2021, these utility-based cryptos. And it didn't work as well this time around because we chased meme coins where we don't have to compete against the VCs and the seed investors, the Coles. I mean, there's obviously certain challenges with meme coins, but it's more of a level playing field. I'm almost done with the bag of chips. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right, so I did talk about this as maybe maybe this is it. So again, the question was, where does Bitcoin bottom out at? And I have AVWAP up here, a volume profile. Middle of the range, blue line there, is was the first level that could potentially be support. And we bounced off of it. I tend to think that that's not going to be the bottom of this. What always happens, we hit the all-time high, get rejected there, dump. But so I don't think that this would be the bottom. My guess would be the bottom of this volume profile here, which is around, like right around $71,000. Could certainly go lower. But Asia, Australia, wake up. Stock market opens tomorrow. BlackRock buys an insane amount of Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we broke through that all-time high for real tomorrow. So happy with HEEHEE, my biggest bag. All right. Let's see what else. I mean, even though Bitcoin, should we say it hit its all-time high today? According to CME, it did. A lot of altcoin charts look really bad, but that's how it usually goes. So let's see if there, I mean, we could find some exceptions here. Dimension looks bad. Athena doesn't look too bad. Engine, I'm not a big fan of Engine for this run. Ethereum name service. It's not down as much as a lot of other cryptos are, so there's that. That's good. EOS, Dinosaur. It's just so funny how this works out. And eventually, Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum Classic. Maybe we have a breakout with Ethereum. And Floki doesn't look too bad. It's going to struggle at its 200-day simple moving average, but doesn't look that bad. Flux, Forta, ugh. FTM, there's one that looks good. Yeah, FTM looks solid. Oh my goodness, GFAL. That's just brutal right there. I think it was Benjamin Cohen showing a chart where Bitcoin will explode right after the elections, as it has happened before. I saw somebody post that chart. I mean, in 2020, Bitcoin went from, it was already starting to explode. Let's see if Benjamin Cohen posted that. But it certainly went much higher after the election. And how many people, I don't remember this, but how many people were saying it was going to be the end of the world if Biden won? I don't think all that many people. But let's see. I'm not going to look for it, but I mean, he tweets a lot. All right. What does he say about gold? Once again, gold pushing to new highs. Likely will keep going up for a bit. Maybe a correction after full yield curve uninversion, but still would likely go higher in the years to follow. I'm on board with that. I'm very bullish on gold. I mean, you're not getting 10x on gold. I mean, forget about that. But boy, do I love me some gold. I am not one of those crypto bros who hates on gold. Apart from meme coins, what is probably the most promising narrative? Oh, man. It's so hard to say. I mean, AI would be an easy one to say, oh, yeah, AI. But AI has had a significant run already. You know, I mean, looking at the charts, what are some of the strongest cryptos? Maybe it's RWA. Gaming actually looks pretty strong right now, and so for me to say gaming, just know I wasn't all that excited about gaming earlier this year, and there are a lot of people who I think kind of naively were like, "Oh yeah, crypto gaming, that's the big one," and I sat here like, crypto gaming sucks, like, and I'm not talking about crypto gaming cryptos, but like crypto gaming itself is really terrible. And one day, maybe crypto gaming will be legit, but it's not today. But gaming cryptos, Superverse looks really good right now. All right, thank you, Bull. Do you think 72K is support? I did already respond to that. I'm not surprised seeing. All right, this is volume again, the volume profile. I'm not surprised seeing Bitcoin bounce off the middle of this zone. The thing that I last said and that's 71.8 and change. The thing that I said is I could see it being the bottom here, the bottom of this zone, which is 71,000. Either way, I would lean towards a new all-time high coming tomorrow. All right, what do you think of Grass, which just launched yesterday? I haven't looked into Grass for a while. I did do the, what do you call it, mining the Grass? I mined it, and then I just stopped. I got bored. So I have no idea if I have, I'm assuming the Grass that I mined is worth something. So you're saying that AI has already had a day in the sun, or will there be another pump on AI? I think that there will be another pump. It would not be my number one narrative. I mean, meme coins, the question was outside of meme coins, what's your number one narrative? I don't think AI will be my number one narrative moving forward. Maybe number 3, number 4, something like that, but not number 1. Hey guys, there's somebody on my live stream right now who we agree a great deal on what's happening. And I've never actually known how to pronounce your name, but Lil Tahan. Give him a follow. Watch his live streams. LILTAHHAN. And he can't speak right now because it's subscriber only, but he's got good stuff. And if I remember correctly, he did call the top in March. So he's got that on me. I think the new retail joining will go heavy on AI because this is the narrative for stocks. You might be right, Nita. Maybe maybe I'm just trying to complicate things too much. Because it's like you look at Dogecoin. So many questions now about, is Dogecoin going to $1? And Dogecoin does seem to be showing a lot more strength than I would have thought. I would have thought that Dogecoin is old. Dogecoin, that was 2021. And it seems easy to just be like, yeah, Dogecoin is going to be the big story of this run. And so, well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not worthy. Big W. Thanks, man. Somebody turned me on to your channel when I started following you. I don't remember when that was, but we are very much in agreement in terms of like it's almost over. Retail probably going to get wrecked. No, I mean, that's not a probably. No matter what happens, retail is going to get wrecked. So hopefully the people in the live stream now will not get wrecked. And when there's 1,000 people in here, unfortunately, a lot of those people are going to get wrecked. And he's the one. Give him a follow. Thank you, Atrox. Macro is dog water, but few understand. Yep. I've been battling on whether to move some of my crypto around, but I think I'm just going to sit. LOL. Right now I'm sitting. I don't really have any other answers. I'm not buying anymore aside from, I'll buy some HEEHEE every day. I'm done buying. And if there was ever a time that I'm definitely done buying, it's after a new all-time high for Bitcoin. So we hit a new all-time high for Bitcoin tomorrow or whenever it is, I am straight up, I am a seller. Now, would I rotate some cryptos and other things? That's a dangerous game to play. That was my biggest mistake in 2021. Maybe I would. I could see meme coins because, you know, I could see meme coins. Just remember Pepe peaked in June, even though Bitcoin peaked in March and a lot of altcoins peaked in March. So I could see meme coins running a little bit longer because of just the belief that we still have much higher to go. But, you know, after a new all-time high, I'm almost entirely a seller. See you later, Lil Tahan. What do you get into Goldfinch right now? Man, up 29% today. This is just shocking to me. I mean, what an ultra depressing chart. Up until today. What does it usually take, like a month and a half to see the peak? There's no, you know, in 2016, 2017, it was just beautiful. It was just nonstop up, you know, up and chop, up and chop, up and chop, bounce off the bull market support band. In 2020, going into 2021, it took about 4 months from when Bitcoin first crossed its all-time high to when it peaked. I don't think it's going to take that long. You know, this is in November of 2021. You know, Bitcoin crossed its all-time high, but couldn't hold it in October of 2021. November of 2021, it was November 10th of 2021. That was 3 weeks. That ended a lot sooner than most people thought. Define new time high, please. New all-time high. All right, let's just say 74,000. You know, 73.8. So would I get into Goldfinch right now? I mean, look at this chart. It's lower than August 5th. Green candle, first green candle, high volume candle, and especially in comparison to previous days. This could be the start of something short term. After we sell / take profits, I was thinking of holding until Bitcoin lowers again, then profits to Bitcoin. That seems fine. I really do want to reload when rates are lower and the money printer's turned on. I want to reload heavy. Is the money flow through the market cap still intact with memes peaking last? I think memes are just gonna keep running. Like, you know, it'll be Bitcoin and then Ethereum and maybe Solana too. I mean, Solana's already been running. So Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin to memes, Ethereum to memes, Solana to memes, large caps to memes, small caps to memes. That's kind of how I think it's going to flow. So far, so good. Sound judgment, or do you think it should automatically go to Bitcoin after taking alt profits? Bitcoin. Listen, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin, insanely bullish on Bitcoin when rates bottom out and the money printer's turned on. But I think the next move up for Bitcoin dominance when that happens is a move up to like 80% Bitcoin dominance. Because alts are the market for alts is just we're gonna be so flat footed. Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin dominance and meme coins basically. Are you most selling after all-time high around 85K ish or 80K? I'm starting to sell my Bitcoin miners a little bit after $74,000. So maybe tomorrow. Then he could be unstoppable. Yep. Is there exit strategy Fibonacci based? Not entirely. No. I mean, it's a tool. It's something I'll pay attention to, but not quite. I just exit when I exit. I wish I had more of a system in place, but I know that I wouldn't follow it if I set a system. And I like to just follow the market, you know, because let's say I'm wrong, you know, let's say Bitcoin goes well beyond $80,000, goes into the six-figure range. What I want to do is I do want to be holding on to a decent bag. I'll still sell when there's 1,000 people in this live stream. A lot. I'll sell a lot of my crypto at that time. But I will want to be holding on to a decent bag until we see that first lower low on the daily chart in Bitcoin. You know, I mean, we are in an uptrend. Let me just remind you here again. Okay, this is just generally how it works. We broke through. When was that? Yeah, that was 60. So we broke through higher high. This was when we had bullish market structure. So at this point, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, Bitcoin is not going lower than this low right here. The September 5th bottom at $52,900, something like that. All right, so higher high is formed. We could go down anywhere in this territory, and I'm still a bull. We could go down to $55,000. I'm still a bull. And then I'm waiting for a new higher high to form or a new lower low to form. And it didn't make sense to me, given this time of year, that we would form a lower low. So, okay, I'm expecting a higher high. And where do we get rejected last week? We got rejected at $69,000. Okay. Now, do we call this a lower low? Yeah, sure. Or sorry, a higher low. I would say, yeah, higher low. Now we formed another higher high. And so I'm willing to, I'm already all in, but I'm just buying the dip. I'm buying the dip. And if this goes well beyond my price target, so be it. I will continue to hold and to make my way, head towards the exits. And we continue to put in higher highs and higher lows. But the moment we see a lower low, I'm waiting for a bounce back, and I'm about 90% out. So, you know, this was the sign in 2021 that it was over. Both times. You can see here, 2021, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Struggle in there, but higher high. And then boom, lower low, and that's your warning flag. That's the time to exit. Not that the time to exit. We form a lower high, and that's your time to exit. That's when you get very aggressive with exiting the rest of your crypto. And then boom, flushed out. And so same deal. All right, Bitcoin bottomed out July 20th of 2021, forming a series of higher highs, higher lows. Would you call this a lower low? I don't think so. I would still say higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Everyone, including, I'll be honest with you, including myself, is calling at this point for Bitcoin to go over $100,000. Everybody. What was the sign that it was over? It was right about here because we put in a lower low. Now, I know a lot of people also got trapped there because they were expecting a move up to $64,000 that never came. Some form of something better than that for a higher high. So again, you're aggressively moving towards the exits as soon as you see that lower low, and then it's just you hope and pray that at least you can get some kind of an exit on a bounce That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a lower high on the daily chart. Or sorry, a lower low before I'm like, all right, it's over, I'm out. So this time around, this was really clunky. Because, I mean, for altcoins, if you exited on May 1st or, as soon as you saw this lower low on April 18th, if you exited your altcoins on April 18th, that would have been fantastic. But no, Diamond Hand, HODL, we're going to the moon, everything's amazing. But I remember at this time, my instincts, I don't know what you want to call it. I was like, I'm not exiting my Bitcoin. By no means am I exiting my Bitcoin. And listen, I will not, I'm hoping to just not sell my Bitcoin. I'm hoping to do well enough that I don't sell my Bitcoin. And I'm content with just accumulating Bitcoin. I'm not a buyer of Bitcoin right now at all. I'm willing to long Bitcoin. I'm in a long on Bitcoin. I'm willing to long and short Bitcoin for sure. But where was I going with that? I don't know. We are in an uptrend right now. And we're going to most likely remain in an uptrend. Well, no, not most likely. We are going to remain in an uptrend until we see some kind of weakness in the chart. That was exactly the point I bought in 2021. I won't be exit liquidity this time around. Yeah, you guys know, I mean, I learned my lesson from 2021. I ended up winning in 2021, but not nearly as much as I should have. This time around in March, I won. I was bullish on the day that Bitcoin peaked. Remember that. Okay, I was a bull. And 99+% of people will be bullish on the day that Bitcoin peaks, but the way that you win is even when you're a bull, even when you think it's going to go much higher, you exit. And it hurts. It's painful, and people think you're crazy for selling. That's when you sell. Like Sui. A lot of you are confused as to why I sold my Sui. And I certainly could see Sui going higher than where it is right now. Absolutely. But I am very happy with the gains that I bought Sui in August. And it's up. Hey, today's a great candle. I mean, yesterday at this time, Sui looked terrible. But I sold somewhere around here, somewhere around the peak. I don't remember exactly when. But Bitcoin hasn't hit a new all-time high. Why would you do that? Why would you sell your Sui? I mean, I would sell my Sui because I bought in August and I was up at actually a 3x. That's why I sold my Sui. There's no guarantees. You're hearing influencers or whatever talking about this is what's going to happen. Sui is going to hit $100. It's at $2 right now. Sui's going to hit $100. No, Sui's not absolutely not going to hit $100 or anywhere near there. I remember the blockchain boy, Lucas Demos. He sold his Cardano at $3. He sold the peak for Cardano in 2021. Most people thought it was going to go to $10. And I remember when he sold his Cardano, I remember thinking he was insane. And he bought Cardano in the bear market, like all throughout the bear market. He was up 150x. I mean, maybe not 150x. He was up huge. And people thought he was insane for selling his Cardano. Why would that be crazy? You just got to think a little bit differently. What do I say? Do I say paper hands or lettuce hands? That's what I'm thinking right now. Right now we're not paper hands, but we're not diamond hands. We're in between. I would say closer to paper hands. But after new all-time high for Bitcoin, lettuce hands. You will not hear me ever say diamond hands for crypto. Diamond hands for Bitcoin, especially if Bitcoin doesn't hit over $100,000, diamond hands. Yeah, don't be greedy. Take profits as they come. 100%. Not 100% profits, but okay. Have I heard of Tate Terminal? Isn't there something like Goat Terminal? And I've heard about Goat Terminal. Is Tate? I hope Tate Terminal's not like that Tate guy. What's his name? Andrew Tate or something? I don't remember his name. Tate Terminal. $23 million market cap. There's a lot of terminal cryptos. Does this have to do with that Tate guy? I'm sure I sound like a boomer right now. Andrew Tate, that's his name, right? I don't know what this is. What website is this? That has nothing to do with Tate Terminal, which is a red flag for me. Tate Terminal. In the world of fiat feelings, you deal in cold. It's Andrew Tate. Okay. That's his name at least. I'm not going to spend any more time on this. I just don't know. I know about HEEHEE, and the raffle's over, but, you know, good stuff going on with HEEHEE. What an insane chart. One day, get an air sprayer and clean the fan. Okay, I'll do that. One day, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. Let me show you what I would take a screenshot of. I'm going to take a screenshot of like this. How about that? That right there. One day I'm going to take a screenshot of this yellow box, and it's going to trigger some PTSD in you, in some of you. I can't wait. One day we're all going to be sipping our Mai Tais or whatever, pina coladas. And I'm going to show this yellow box and be like, remember those days? Remember how miserable those days are? Remember June and July of 2024? It was just so depressing. We're doing nothing but losing money. Anyway. Oh, shoot. All right, it's 4:59. I'm supposed to end this at 5 Eastern Time, United States. Any last questions before I'm done? If you are on this live stream for the first time, I'm telling you, and you invest in crypto, you need to follow this channel. And the reason why you need to follow this channel is because I'm going to be your best friend when everyone is whispering those sweet nothings in your ears. I'm going to be the voice on the other side of your head telling you it's time to exit. All right? Think about selling a lot of stuff to put into HEEHEE. Should have decided earlier. Thank you, Big D. See you, Go-Go. You should have decided earlier. Thank you, Bull. Thank you, Ben. All right. It is time for my departure.